Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. As you may know, I have been reviewing Star Wars The Acolyte. In fact, both two episodes, of course, released today, and I reviewed both episodes. So I'll leave episode 1 review linked above. Please do go and check it out. But someone has reviewed all 4. And, look, you know, the first 2 were crap. They weren't, like, exceptionally crap, but they were crap. The individual that has watched all 4 of the first, whatever it is, episodes, 8 episodes or something like that, yeah, apparently episode 3 jumps the shark. You've got pronouns and, yeah, all manner of nonsense thrown into Star Wars, which is, yeah, it's an odd one. It's an odd one. Star Wars was never really meant to be a vehicle for stuff like this. It does seem awfully strange. And apparently it genuinely kills Star Wars, apparently. So I thought we'd take a look at it and just sort of see how it goes. See whether when those episodes do come up, you know, next week and then the week after, whether that sort of lines up with my thoughts, basically. So hit subscribe if you're new here and do turn the bell notifications on. But let's take a look. So Star Wars The Acolyte reaction. Horrible. Kill Star Wars. Twitter film journalist has watched all 4 episodes. Now, it's not just Twitter film journalist. It's one of the members of Film Threat. So, yeah, basically. So the new Star Wars series The Acolyte premieres Tuesday, today, on Disney+, where a reaction posted to social media states the series is horrible and it kills Star Wars. So Lucasfilm was also holding a fan screening in LA on Monday, so a few days ago. Basically, regarding the reaction to The Acolyte, it comes via the editor-in-chief of Film Threat, by Alan No, who got to watch the first 4 episodes. Disney's not really been good at sending them out, but some people have got them. And that was ahead of the premiere. So this individual, Andy No, started to tweet stuff out, basically. So what does the reaction say? Kicking off the weekend, watching The Acolyte. I have a funny feeling about this. I'm on the 3rd episode. As they say, the Force is female. Not looking good. So continues, because it gets worse, by the way. It gets much, much worse. This individual tweets a little bit more. Much more, actually. Says, Andy No did have something good to say, as the show did reportedly cost close to 200 million. Says, I feel like I have to say something good. This series has better production values than Mando, Kenobi, Andor, and Ahsoka. And no stupid celebrity cameos so far. Still has serious flaws, though, just not as many. This is true. This lines up with what I thought. You can tell the money's been spent on it. Although, there are no wide location shots, which is odd. There's only, like, a quick flash cut and then an interior shot. Or a close-quartered set. It's quite odd, actually. There's no wide-angle landscape. Like, where people are, anyway. Just fully CGI, sure. But where people are, no. Like, it's all very claustrophobic, which is, yeah, interesting. And, yeah, there is no celebrities cameos. I mean, I guess this is a celebrity cameo, but she dies straight away, so who really cares? Who gives a shit? I guess worse. So Andy No also says the show starts to go downhill after the 2-episode premiere. It says, on episode 4, and finally, we have pronouns. That's right, ladies and gents. Star Wars was always a vehicle for pronouns. And then he says further, 4 episodes done, now I'm going to curl up in a ball and cry. About the 3rd episode, he says, my last comment on Tuesday, some of you will watch the first 2 episodes and think this isn't horrible. Then that 3rd episode the following week will reassure you that it is. And it goes with my thoughts. I didn't think it was awful. I was like, yeah, I mean, it's pretty crap, but it's not like absolutely horrendous. But yeah, it's pretty crap. Let's look forward to next week, I guess. He says, okay, this will be really be my last comment. Leslie Henley is a much better writer than Dave Filoni by a country mile. And that's still not saying much. Yeah. Oh, and he also said, he does tweet further. So he says, final verdict. The 3rd episode of The Acolyte will finally kill Star Wars for the vast majority of pre-Disney Star Wars fans. Based on Lucasfilm comments of late, they're okay with that. So there you go. That's the thoughts on it all. Loads of people obviously loving it, though. And here's what he... Well, I sort of tweeted it out here. It says, here's the funny thing. I put out an early review of Marvel's, got trashed by the woke mob. Then when the movie came out, silence. I'm getting trashed now for my harsh take on The Acolyte. I expect a similar response. Better yet, be the brave OG Star Wars fan who says the Acolyte is the obvious progression of Star Wars lore. I imagined after seeing Return of the Jedi, yes, I know, the Acolyte takes place 100 years before Return of the Jedi. And the Rotten Tomatoes score is it's pretty bad. 45%. I think that is the lowest of any Star Wars Disney Plus show, actually. Pretty damn bad. So shall we have a look at what people are saying? Oh, predictably you can't. How predictable, Star Wars? How predictable. All critics are loving it though, 88%. Can't see the audience. Why can't we see the audience score? Bit of an odd one. Can I even look at the critic scores yet? You actually can't. How bizarre. Looks like someone's playing some silly buggers here, doesn't it? Looks like someone's hiding some reviews again. Rotten Tomatoes has been doing some brutal review blocking lately. We've been doing it for Doctor Who, which I've been reporting on. Now they're doing it for Star Wars The Acolyte. My God. Absolutely appalling. How bizarre. I mean, it's not bizarre, but... why do you think no one would notice? Very, very odd. So, lowest received yet. Genuinely, lowest received yet. I can't believe why are they putting in bloody pronouns? Like, why are they doing that? Why has Star Wars become a vehicle for sort of intersectional politics of all things? It's weird. It doesn't fit. It doesn't fit at all. So anyway, as this part of the article notes anyway, yeah, worse. Well, it was higher, but this is the lowest Rotten Tomatoes score for any Disney Plus Star Wars show. Series just went live within the hour, but fans are already disliking it as the Rotten Tomatoes audience score is currently at 48%. Lower than that now. The lowest for Star Wars on Disney Plus. It's also the third lowest score for Star Wars fans overall, with only The Last Jedi and The Clone Wars being lower. Wow. But it says here, check out what the negative reviews say below. Where? Where are they? There isn't any. Well, there's some... well, they blocked the ones which I was trying to look at. Some here. So from Slate, they say the show pulls back from its most audacious possibilities in a way that suggests the heavy hand of brand management chipping away at anything that might rock the boat. This is the first Star Wars series to give off a Star Trek The Next Generation vibe. It doesn't help that the show's momentum can be slow, with too many dull exposition pit stops, even as episodes clock in at a light 32 to 42 minutes. Full of logical fallacies, hokey dialogue and nonsensical plots, Acolyte feels entirely of a piece with the worst elements of the prequel trilogy, with many hardcore fans love to hate, even 25 years later. Beneath the familiar trappings, the visceral pull that Star Wars can summon in its best moments doesn't manifest itself. Characters speak in platitudes about loss, grief, loyalty and revenge, and the cast mostly works down to the level of dialogue. The dialogue's bad, and the acting is pretty bad. It's good to see another Star Wars project that, like Andor, interrogates some of the franchise's fundamental assumptions. Entertainment-wise, though, first half of The Acolyte is unfortunately a lot closer to the Book of Boba Fett. Oof, if you can't even get a good review from Rolling Stone, what are you doing, mate? Even a veteran Jedi Master will lose patience with the latest Disney Plus addition to the canon, which focuses on a pair of twins, revenge and... wow. I mean, it's just bad. Like, the reviews are awful. So, expect it to get much worse, which is comical for me. Hopefully it'll buy myself another retro car. We shall see. Anyway, that's a joke, obviously. Thanks so much for watching there, guys. Cheers. Take care. Bye-bye now.